Hello Leo, thank you for joining me for your tarot reading for the month of June 2025. As always, please only take the messages that you know are meant for you and leave what isn't yours for another Leo to enjoy, okay? These are general readings, it's not a private reading. Right, so what is going on for you guys? Let's take a look. Preparation. Okay, so the external energies that you're going to be dealing with throughout this month, Leo, so I'm just shifting my seat so I can get comfortable here, is preparation, okay? And this tells me that people around you, they're making preparations. You could be making preparations. On the whole, the energy's shifting. Something's changing. Everybody knows it. Everyone can feel it, right? And the response is, well, we need to prepare. We need to prepare for whatever this shift is, right? And then you've got sacred space as your strongest overall energy, right? So the combination of these two, this could be someone moving home. It could be someone secured in a home. It feels to me like this energy is very, very protective. And at this time, Leo, you could be very, very protective of your immediate home, friends, family, your immediate circles, that sort of thing. It feels like a vow to stick together, to stand by each other, to defend each other. It sounds serious, but this energy, it's pulling people together who wouldn't normally see eye to eye. I'm getting that really, really strongly. It's like working together with certain individuals that you wouldn't normally associate yourself with, right? And then obviously sacred space. That's anything and everything that is near and dear to you. It's your bigger picture. You can literally see it's two crows keeping this watchful eye over their nest of eggs, right? Everybody has got something important to them, family, whatever, that they're trying to keep safe, secure, and protected as best they can. This is also a message about your future, and everything that you're doing right now, Leo, it has a point, it has a purpose, it contributes towards your future. Now, also with sacred space, I feel that it is going to be necessary for you to protect your own space, okay? Be mindful of who it is that you're inviting into your home at this time, okay? I'm not saying be paranoid and batter down your hatches and don't let anyone in, right? It's not that kind of energy. It feels like there's something weird that's going on that people are responding to, and they're sort of clubbing together, making preparations. It's like, okay, Leo, you take care of this part over here, and then another group takes part of this bit over here. There's definitely delegations here that's going on as part of these preparations, because something's moving, something's shifting. I need to find out more about this. Can you tell us more about preparation for the situation that Leo's dealing with, please, for the month of June? What is this? Queen of Cups. Yeah, compassion. Very loving energy, very nurturing energy. Family orientated. The Queen of Cups is definitely dedicated to her family. Can you tell us more for this preparation and Queen of Cups, please? The King of Wands. There it is. Two completely different elements working together, pulling together. You got fire energy and cups energy working together. They wouldn't normally work together, but on this occasion they are, because they know that it's important. It's very, very important. You've got one energy here who is doing the heavy lifting with the King of Wands, and then the other energy who is doing all of the final details, I want to say, with this Queen of Cups, okay? Interesting. What's your internal energies? The anomaly. Aries just had this one. This one came out as their strongest overall energy. Anomaly. Internally, you know it's time to do something different, right? It's time to, I want to say, take a risk with this anomaly. Can you tell us more? Leo's internal energies. So this is going to be your response to it. You're doing something that is really, really different from your normal routine, from your normal ways of doing things. There's definitely an expanse that's going on, an expansive energy. You could be reaching out to people that you haven't spoken to in a long, long time here. What's this anomaly? Death reversed. So death reversed is a refusal to change. That's someone who's far too rigid and stuck in their own ways. It's an energy of not wanting the change but having to go along with it anyway. So you are responding to these changes that's going on, even though it's a bit nerve-wracking. Can you tell us more for Leo? What's going on with this death reversed? I feel that you might have been putting something off as well, Leo, for the longest of times, but now recognizing that you can no longer put off all of those jobs that you were needing to take care of. Yeah, the magician, getting it done, literally manifesting, making things happen, getting the job done. I feel that we need to backtrack here ever so slightly, Leo, because there's this niggling thing that's going on where I'm like, go back, but I don't know if that's just your own internal energies that I'm picking up on. You might be tempted to go back to something, Leo, to see if it'll work out this time round. It's possible. Maybe you did try doing something in the past and it just didn't work out. And you might have this niggle to go back and try it again, but to try it in a different way this time round because maybe it'll work. I don't know specifically what that's about, right? Remember, I can only read the strongest overall energies. I'm not a psychic. I'm an intuitive, right? I keep getting drawn back to that Queen of Cups energy. So we need to take another deeper look into that. What's this Queen of Cups? Someone could be preparing for a family. They could be preparing for a birth or news of a pregnancy or something. Again, take it as it resonates, because that's absolutely not going to resonate for everybody. King of Cups. Okay. So the Queen of Cups clarified with the King of Cups. Part of the same suit, right? But at the moment, whoever identifies with being this Queen of Cups energy is currently working with a King of Wands. It feels like this King of Cups person is on standby. I don't feel that they're proactive in whatever this preparation is that's going on here. I feel that they're on standby if they're needed. There's definitely a lot of trust here between these two. Whoever this Queen of Cups is, they're working with a King of Wands. They're working with their different element. And I feel that you're this person's different element, Leo. You're the driving force here. For certain. Can you tell us more about this King of Wands? Again, doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, okay? It doesn't make a difference. Four of Wands. Stability, security, reaching a milestone. So something's been bottlenecked for the longest time, Leo. And the only way to undo the bottleneck is by working with your different element. And normally, water puts out fire and creates steam, right? Normally, it doesn't really work. On this occasion, it works beautifully. It works beautifully, for whatever reason. There could be like a blended family situation here that's going on for someone, but again, not necessarily going to resonate for everyone. There is an important milestone here that's being reached. There's also a celebration, a very good outcome here that comes through these preparations. There's potentially a message of a community. There could be a community of people who are making these preparations, who are following your lead or your leadership here. Okay? Because something definitely does need to change. Something needs to be done differently now. It screams to me like the old ways of doing things are just not working anymore. And Aries had a similar reading that came out for them. Was this death? Oh, okay. Death reversed clarified with the star. So there is hope. You know that there's hope because that's your internal energies. This is your response to the situation that's going on, Leo. I feel that you're pulling people together. You're bringing people together. You're bringing a community of people together. And you're helping them to see and to understand, yes, okay, you all might have your differences, but that doesn't mean to say that we can't all work together because everybody's bringing something to the table here. That's literally the situation at hand. Everybody's bringing something different to the table where everybody else can benefit. There is hope here. And I feel that you started something really, really important here, Leo. Really important. It's so important that it changes the trajectory of the individuals within this community's lives. Like their lives were heading down one path that was not so good. And then you've triggered something, you've started something that takes their trajectory off in a completely different direction here. And that's what makes you the anomaly. This the same as what made Aries the anomaly. So you could have a heavy Aries placements in your own chart, or you could be working with an Aries, alongside an Aries. Okay. What's in your blind spot? Routine is in your blind spot. So this is anything that you don't see coming. This is anything that is unexpected. People do tend to be stuck in their own routines. Routines ultimately gives people a sense of safety, a sense of security when they can predict things. Because of their routines, it's predictable. That's where they feel safe and secure. And I feel that there might be a bit of resistance that you experience, Leo, trying to encourage other people to pick up a different routine, change up their routine, to do something differently. Okay, because it is in your blind spot. Can you tell us more about routine? Leo's blind spot, please, that they don't see coming. Whoa. Five of Swords, there's that resistance. Oh, and the Page of Swords. People will adapt. These individuals, they will adapt. They will adapt to their new routine. Under a careful, watchful eye, they will adapt. Yes, they will fight back against it initially, Leo, initially, but then they will fall into their new routine after some time. There's also a message here about additional information with this Page of Swords, okay? So it could well be that people feel like they're not receiving enough information right now. They're not receiving enough information on what it is that's being expected of them. Okay, so this one indicates for you to give those individuals the information that they feel that they're lacking at the moment. Okay, There's also potentially a bit of rivalry here that's going on in your blind spot. It could well be that someone else, a little bit younger than you, sees what it is that you're doing. They see that you're holding some sort of elevated position at the moment, and they believe that they're the ones that should be in that place and not you. Okay? Because again, it is in your blind spots. Probably an air sign, but it doesn't have to be. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. They could just have that heavy in their chart, or that's just the energy that they're coming from. They're trying to be strategic, but they're not very good at it. And they do feel younger, energetically wise. But that's not necessarily their physical age. Like, they're not necessarily going to be physically younger than you. They could be mentally younger than you. Like, inexperienced is what I'm trying to say. Okay, they don't have enough life experience under their belt, basically. They don't fully understand human nature, or they're possibly quite naive into how other people are going to respond, that sort of thing, because they don't have that much life experience. Okay, I do believe that somebody who fits that description is looking at that position that you're holding at the moment, which is one that is quite influential, and they believe that they should be in the position that you're in. I'm also getting a lot of sacral chakra energy coming through, because I'm getting drawn to the orange quite badly there. Any feelings of guilt, Leo, any feelings of guilt, that's going to slow you down this month. Okay, so they're saying for you not to feel guilty about the position that you're in, the position that you hold. Okay, they're saying that you're absolutely doing the right thing and that you've nothing to feel guilty for, because again, it's in your blind spot. That's the sort of thing that might slow you down quite significantly if you start to feel guilty, if there's any imposter syndrome, anything like that can usually come up with situations that I'm describing. That's not going to serve you well at this time. So reconcile that within yourself, okay, that you do deserve the position that you hold. It is well earned, and that you know exactly what it is that you're doing. And again, that's another way that you can protect your sacred space as well. I do apologise for the ruckus that's going on outside if the microphone's picking it up. We've got someone who's doing a lot of construction work outside at the moment, so I'm trying to do these readings in between those quiet moments when they fuck off for a break. I don't always get the timing right though, but I can't not do these readings either, because if I waited, these readings, they just wouldn't happen. Okay, so we just got to work through it. Right, so what is working against you at this time? Gifts. Gifts are working against you at this time, and it feels like bribery. Okay, Leo, I'm understanding this energy as somebody potentially trying to bribe you with some sort of gifts. It doesn't necessarily have to be physical gifts, okay? It could be gifts of opportunities. It feels icky and it feels very dirty. Be cautious of accepting any gifts at this point in time, because the chances of them having strings attached to those particular gifts are going to be extremely high, okay? Can you tell us? Thank you. Yeah. Chariot. They could be coming in from a Cancerian. They don't have to be. They might just have a lot of Cancerian placements or strong Cancer placements in their own chart. They might not be a Cancerian at all. Just be careful with this information. It's forward momentum, basically, and this combination is trying to move things too quick, too fast, trying to change things too quick, too fast. That will end up working against you. Right? Because again, what's in your blind spot? Routine. Is human nature to take comfort and security from having some sort of routine. Okay? In fact, most most animals and most creatures do find safety and security within their own routines. I mean, bloody hell, have you ever tried to feed a cat past its usual dinner time? There you go, classic example, right? Everyone and everything likes their routines, so try not to change things up too quick, too soon, okay, because it's likely to backfire. Be cautious of anyone offering you any sort of quick success. It's not going to happen, right? It's not going to happen. This is someone over-promising. That's someone trying to control the situation, someone trying to dominate over you, or perhaps controlling you in some way, shape or form. Again, just be on the lookout for that. Can we have another card for this, please, for what is working against Leo? There it is. The Devil. Control, domination. I don't have to say anything else about that energy. And the fact that some kind of gift has got strings attached. Some kind of gift or promise at this time is bullshit. It's bullshit. What's working for you, Leo? Now this is an interesting one. Grief. As an energy that works for you. Grief. Let's take a closer look. I'm just confused at that one. I'm like, how on earth can grief work in someone's favour? The Ten of Pentacles. Strange one. They do say that sometimes grief can help pull people together. Especially if there's been a lot of fighting, bitching, backbiting, backstabbing, arguments, fallings out. They do say that sometimes grief can be a bit of a wake-up call and it can pull people together. Now, there are certain things that I am not allowed to predict because it goes against my own ethics, and I will not predict. You can read between the lines. You're smart people. It's possible that a situation where difficulties arise could present a silver lining. Okay. Ends up actually going as well as what it could do. Because the Ten of Pentacles, there's family, it's inheritance, it's long term, it's security, it's abundance, it's having enough, it's being enough. So when you combine these two together, it feels to me as if a family unit or a community is working together now. It's pulling together now, right? There is definitely healing that's going on with this energy, with the grief and the Ten of Pentacles. There is healing here, okay? What else? There's that air sign energy again. The King of Swords and the Ace of Cups. An overflow of love, compassion, empathy, possibly sympathy. There is a lot of communication here, a lot of caring people, a lot of nice words, sweet words, compassionate words that are being said. I feel that there are stories here, that there are homely stories, funny stories, warm family stories and retellings, that sort of thing. Feels like a family get-together here that's going on. Okay. And again, people are talking now. People are expressing their feelings, their love, their compassion, their emotions, more of their softer side, which perhaps they've not been doing that for a while, right? But now people are starting to not just explore more of their compassionate side, but actually verbalize it, communicate it, okay? Overall energy at the bottom of the deck is the Four of Cups. There's some sort of bittersweet energy attached to this Four of Cups. Page of Wands underneath that one. Yeah. So the energy is shifting, and it's shifting from this Four of Cups, which is feelings of rejection, boredom, discontent, feelings of being unloved or unlovable. And whoever has been in that energy up until now is starting to feel genuinely hopeful and excited and optimistic for the future. Okay, pages indicate new stages. So there's a new chapter here. There's opening up for someone's family. There's a better standard of living here that's coming in. And so if this has been you, Leo, that's been in this Four of Cups, then things are about to get so good for you. Okay, you can genuinely start to feel excited now about the future rather than feeling afraid of what the future might hold. Okay, someone's been feeling pushed out, rejected or neglected here for such a long time. This could also be you might have been neglecting your own needs for the longest time. But now you're pulling this anomaly. You're doing things completely different from how you used to do it. And it definitely feels like other people are following your lead. And that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. Right, so I'm going to pull you a healing message. But before I do that, if you've made it this far into the reading and you've not yet subscribed, then why the hell not? I definitely would appreciate for you to come and join us. Hit the subscribe button. It's absolutely free. There are no membership fees at all. Okay, even our Patreon is free. Any sort of paid memberships on anything to do with me is completely and absolutely voluntary. Okay. So yeah, I would definitely appreciate if you could like or subscribe to this channel and support your own videos. That would be wonderful. Right, so can we have a healing message for Leo, please? Oh, okay, let's go with that then, because there was a lot of resistance there. Number 47, Sky Bridge, possibility for union. And number 62, Will-o'-the-Wisp, treasures hidden in the shadows. Right, so let's do it. Let's do the thing. Number 47. Okay, possibility for union. What needs to be connected or disconnected? You're definitely bringing people together here, Leo. Like, there's no question. You stand before a seemingly unbreachable abyss, and there is no possibility of retreat. The path behind you is no longer a viable option. You have to act soon, though, or you can run the risk of being struck at the edge of the cliff. Life has brought you to this moment to offer you as yet undreamt of possibilities, but you must no longer postpone what you know to be inevitable. And yes, you are allowed a breath or two before you take the leap, so take a bit of time to yourself, get away for a day or two of contemplation, or even just for a few minutes walk, just to clear your head. Muster your courage so that you may cross the Sky Bridge. Sky Bridge appears when the moment is absolutely right for that quantum leap. Life believes that you're ready, even if you do not agree. Remember not to confuse your true state of readiness with your plans and preparation. Respond with a determined yes, and let the universe take care of the details. You need only to hold on to your positive affirmation, and the way will become obvious as you take flight and clear the abyss. Yeah. You're onto a brand new path, a brand new journey here, Leo. It's very, very significant and incredibly important. You'll literally be in this bridge between other people also. Okay, and then Will-o'-the-Wisp It says, treasures hidden in the shadows, the great mystery and epiphany. Will-o'-the-wisp hovers in her luminescent glory above the twilight moors of your life, whispering for you to step into the fog, into the mystery, the unknown. You may have been visited by her before, but though intrigued, you refused her invitation. It would be safer, you decided, to remain on the journey that you know. While you always have a choice as to whether to follow her or not, you never know when you might encounter her again. In this sense, turning away has its own consequences. Why is the known so appealing? It's only when you wake up to its restrictions, to its soft prison or golden cage, that you realize there must be more. The will-o'-the-wisp has come to you once again to offer you her magic, but you'll have to sacrifice certainty in the pursuit of adventure, your comfort zone for the dangers of discovery, your well-trodden path for the detours that may very well lead you astray, or will they? Can you accept that losing yourself will bring you closer to your true self? The profound shift of an epiphany can occur only when you risk the detour and enter into the unknown. Now is a time to trust higher forces to lead you into this place. These worlds are hidden at the threshold between what was and what can be. Here is where you will learn about your own unmaking, to unmask yourself, love what you discover, be it dark or light, and see it all as divine. And find a quiet, thrumming power waiting for you to channel it into the world of good. The treasure that you find filled with the wealth of love and kindness, which is true prosperity, is ripe to share with others. She is here for you now. Will you accept her invitation? A great bounty of goodness awaits you. Yes, that's taking the necessary risks, Leo. It's exchanging your normal day-to-day routine, whatever that might be, your normal comfort zone, for something that is new for you, completely unexplored, and you're being told, look, that there is so much reward waiting for you should you take the necessary risks. Okay, so again, you've just got to use your discernment and take that message within context of your own life, okay? So this could be like completely changing up your job, or, do you know what I mean? It could literally be anything. Starting off self-employed, that's risky as hell, right? And actually reaping all of the rewards that come with the fact that you took the risk in the first place. Someone's moving to a different country as well. That I feel that strongly, and again, that's a huge risk, because it's like leaving behind everything that you know, right, and just absolutely starting your life all over again from scratch, from nothing. That's a massive risk, but someone's doing it and it's going to pay dividends. Tell anxiety to piss off. Fear's the mind killer. Underestimate me, that'll be fun. Oh, and bitches get stuff done. Yep. But that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that reading has been helpful. If you feel that you're needing a private reading with me, then my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below, along with so many other links that you might need. Our Patreon page, information for my other YouTube channels, and there's also the link for the fantastic Otter Spirit as well, who have been sending bracelets out to our subscribers. There is a discount code in my description box for Otter Spirit. That's where these beautiful bracelets have come from. We've also got more competitions coming up as well, to give everyone a chance to win some Otter Spirit bracelets. So yeah, definitely do go check them out below as well. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.